And report all intercepts. Whoa, crap. That is super neat. Damn, I've never seen one yet. Hey everyone, it's Ryan1940 here. Today we're taking a look at Sea Power Naval Combat in the Missile Age, and this is the Chagos Gambit, which is mission number 4 for the Molniya Strike Group campaign. Basically, let's take a look at the briefing here. This is part 2. We've already kind of done some attacks so far. There was a surface force up here that we engaged. We did find the supply ship that we're supposed to sink. We have not been able to sink it. We used our K-184 to fire their onboard missiles. All 8 of them failed to hit the targets at all. So the idea now, we did locate this enemy sub near K-184. So the idea now is to take this submarine to hopefully kill the enemy submarine. That would make us free to maneuver towards the Camden force with the submarine. They could use their wake-homing torpedoes and eliminate those 2 ships pretty easily. Those guys don't have helicopters to use for ASW to dispatch us. This little logistics shuttle force we're going to also try and kill to hopefully harm the Enterprise Strike Group, which is low on supplies. So Diego Garcia has been launching P3s and S3s and F4s at us. We've shot down many of them, and kind of been a lull in aircraft activity. So I don't know if we've basically stopped them all from flying anymore. If there's no more weapons, they've chucked a few harpoons. Actually, we did get hit. This guy took a couple harpoon hits back here. There was a significant amount of damage, but they stopped the fires and everything's stabilized now at moderate. Many systems are offline, so we're basically out of the fight with this guy. But she's ordered to go flank, and she can only do 6.8 knots, so she's not doing good, but she's not sinking, so that's nice. At the moment, we're recycling all our aircraft. We're going to do some more strikes against the Nox, which was hit earlier with anti-ship missile. And they seem to be okay after that hit. Try again. They probably had enough time to rearm that box launcher if it did run out, so it might be a little bit difficult, but we'll see. This is a whale. Okay, and this is where the K-184 is, so we lost contact with that submarine right there. Cometa here is going to drop some sonobuoys. He's at 295, so that's above the layer. Have him drop right on that bubble. Not going to be able to loiter that long. They've been flying for a long time. They got 17 minutes left. They're pretty far north from their mothership, actually. This guy as well, as long as he stays outside of I think these guys have a range of 8 nautical miles or something for their SAM. That is going to be this guy. 6 nautical miles, okay, so as long as we stay around outside of 6 nautical miles, let me draw that bubble for our reference. So we're going to do some air attacks, so if we can overwhelm them, these 2 are just going to be super easy to destroy, obviously, because they don't really have any air defense on them. They do have Sea-Wiz and a gun there. No real missiles, so another gun and Sea-Wiz combo in the back there. What does this guy have? He has nothing, I think. So yeah, I thought this was going to be an easy one. I thought we found him over here, but this was a Nox that was sunk, and this guy is a destroyer type that is probably pretty jacked up. He's going really slow as well. In fact, if he gets too close, we might think about using some Silex missiles on him. He's 62 miles away, or 80 miles away. You know what? We might actually have to take that one out first. That is, I think, a bigger threat to us. Well, no, the Nox is kind of close still. They're at 67 nautical miles. This guy's at 80. I don't know. I know that guy got hit pretty bad. I don't know if his offensive weapon systems like harpoons are knocked out. If they're not, then he's going to hold these guys at risk pretty soon, like in 20-something miles, because he can fire harpoons at us if they're still operational. So we got to start cranking these planes out to do some... What was I doing? I think I was using the precision. Yeah, the AS-7 carries. Let's go ahead and launch them. The downside with that weapon is once they fire, they kind of got to hold the attitude flying towards the enemy, and eventually those guys shoot back. So that's how we lost one already. I don't remember how many total aircraft we've lost so far, but I do know we at least lost one. There was some dogfights with F4s. We might have lost one fighting them. Probably. We'll see at the end. There's just been so much going on. I'm not sure. Okay, where was that submarine? He was... Okay, yeah, let's get this kind of low altitude now. Drop some sonobuoys. Gotta bracket this area. The sub's not gonna move too much, and then we'll just wait. Caliber flight will recover these. The 6 and 5 will recover, and then we'll launch them. There we go. Yeah, so we need to creep along at... This guy's going 5 knots, so maybe we go a little bit faster. It's dangerous. Very dangerous. Oh, you know what? We don't have to do that. We don't have to do that at all. Okay. We're going to RTB this guy. We're going to put him into a hunter loadout. He's going to fly up there. We'll just spit out some buoys for now, I guess, and hope. And then we'll also change the... No, we're going to take some time. We're going to have to set a couple of planes, 1 or 2 planes up for cap also. Maybe take out this HH-2 that's coming down this way. If we knock the knocks out, then this being up really doesn't bother us at all. We don't have submarines down here, and if the worst thing that this guy can do is relay to knocks where to fire the harpoons if they haven't fired already. So yeah, we'll see if we can knock this guy out quickly. Yeah, that's where we saw that P3 a while ago. That's, I think, the only harpoon shooter left, so... Okay, well we'll have to pick it up when either this guy gets within torpedo range, or if Caliber flight, one of the Caliber flights is on their way to attack the Nox with some AS-7 carry missiles. I don't think the next thing will be the KA-25PL coming up here with torpedoes, but that's probably, I'm going to try and do that. Oh, you know what, I might have to... Yeah, that'll take some time. I think what's going to happen is this guy will drop some sonobuoys at the sturgeon. Okay, drop some sonobuoys down, and then maybe try to recover him so he can launch with the hunter, the one that can drop the or the one that can the killer, the one that can drop the torpedoes. So they're working together. Got another whale over there. Yeah. Anyways, we'll pick this up. Okay, we are getting pretty close to the Nox now. Low level, 4 Yak 38s with the AS-7 carry missiles. There's 2 of them each on each plane. That is the Nox right there. The worst case, she can fire 4 RIM 7 missiles at us at about 6 nautical miles, I think. So I don't know how much aircraft she's going to be able to take down, but she's probably going to get one. Just because you'll see these guys have to pop up to fire these missiles. There they go. And then the chaos is going to begin. Now behind her are going to be some, there's an oiler and there's a store ship. That one has a couple Seawas guns on it and a couple other guns. Ooh, wow. Well, she's definitely firing back and she's going to eat a few missiles too. There it goes. Damn, she lost 2 of them, but we got plenty of hits there. Alright, well that ship is dead, yep, pretty much. Okay, well these guys can go ahead and kill this one. And then this guy can go ahead and kill... Well, we'll fire both at that merchant. Well, I might as well try to split the fire, I guess. Yeah, you can see the long-range guns firing. What are those weapons, actually? 76 mil. Ooh, that's kind of dangerous. You got the dual 76 right there on the nose. Another one right there. Missiles away. That other one got hit. Good. Seawas is engaging that missile. Good hit. Oh boy. Alright, well we got some fires on that one. That's not a bad strike. Well, I say that, but we did lose like 2 aircraft. We do have people in the water too. We've got them up here, I think. I don't know if they ejected correctly because it says the nearest one's 29 miles away. Well, I think we can go ahead and take a look at our flight deck again. We should have 2 ready. Probably switch those guys out to I guess precision again. Go ahead and launch them when they're ready. Now that this should be okay. We should be able to attack them without getting shot down. That Nox did put a hurting on us, but she is now burning. Man, this smoke and clouds are kind of weird. I don't know what's going on. I got a 4090 video card. There's some glitching going on here. There it goes. That seems to work out now. Just wanted to get a shot with all the ships on fire. I think that's pretty cool. Well, that guy's not on fire, but that's gonna change. You can believe it. How are we doing here with the range? Still around, sitting around 20 knots, or 20 nautical miles. Sturgeon and this guy are going about the same speed. We can get this helicopter to land. Then switch him out to the hunter, or not the hunter, the killer. Set up those sonobuoys will probably be expired by the time we fly up there, but that's okay. We'll have this submarine nearby just detecting them, and that might be good enough for us to launch some torpedoes at the submarine and kill it. Once that's good, then we'll swap down here. We actually need to draw this out now because he's I noticed the his escort had dropped off. There it goes. Good, I'm glad I did that. That would have screwed me. Cool, so we'll know to go there, and ultimately we can send up helicopters and stuff. TS. Oops, didn't want to do that. That we can launch the TS again. I think they're recovered. Oh, they're the ones that's in the landing pattern right now. Okay. Oh, so where is the other one? Oh, that's this guy. Okay. All right. Well, yeah, we'll cycle these aircraft and then do another round of bombings and wait to get the ASW helicopters up as well. Alright, the two Yaks have launched and they're on their way to the targets now. Should be firing kind of soon, I think. So they've split up. You know, one's going towards that tanker, I think. Actually, no. Let me fix this. I want the main one to go to the tanker, which he's doing, and then I want this guy to hold fire and then go after the Kilauea. There we go. I did it backwards, and I gave this guy a command to do this first, and then I gave his leader to attack this guy. So I think they're synchronized that they'll try to go after the main guy. See if we get another hit. Another hit over there. Another hit over there. Okay, he can go after the Kilauea. Ooh, this is a little dangerous here. Let's see. You gotta get those weapons off. That one weapon off quickly. Oh man, get out of Siwa's range, man. You're nuts. Holy cow. Well, that was cool. That's not cool. Get out of there. Alright, cool. These guys are safe. This one's at least on fire. Took 2 hits. Oh. Is Kilauea sinking? Oh, the track faded. Okay. So she only got 1 hit during that run. Okay, I think now we can go ahead and talk about our helicopters. We need to get another setup. See if we can do strike heavy for those 2 ships now. Well, maybe not heavy. I don't think 4 bombs versus 2. Yeah, let's do 2. That should be enough. We've already pumped some missiles into them, so we'll get that ready. Then we can go ahead and launch the TS. Still need to wait a minute to get this guy ready to launch. This guy's probably going to be the same way. A couple seconds, speed it up. Yeah, so the Sonobui should drop out pretty soon. Okay, he's ready. He'll be the ASW killer. Move that marker down on him right now. This guy. He's ready to be an ASW hunter. He can launch. So he's just like moving away from our submarine at the same speed. Periodically, he kind of like wiggles back around, but jeez. Okay, this guy is gonna have to fly towards here. So I've noticed with helicopters, obviously if you go to the highest altitude, you'll have the best radar range. But there's a trade-off you'll see with the actual ground speed, or I don't know if that's ground speed or indicated or whatever, but you'll notice if they go like max altitude, they'll probably cruise along almost at a standstill at like 10 knots or something. So keep that in mind. It's kind of a big trade-off between altitude and radar range and forward speed if that's important to you. These guys have, 46 seconds to go? Just in case the sonobuoy dropping out will... Well, I think K-148 has also got this guy. Oh, no, just a sonobuoy. So, just this one at the moment. That's okay. We've got helicopters on the way now. We ready to launch? Not quite. Okay, I hear the yaks coming back. Oh, there they are. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, no way. What? Oh, man. Jeez. I thought we were going to lose that guy. Oh, man. I was like, that sucks. Okay, good. Head on up this way, please. Says he's changing course this way now. This guy's radar on. This guy might as well turn his radar on as well, and let's get up to an altitude of 1,000 feet. Launch the strike package as well. No, knock on wood, we haven't got any basic indications of aircraft anymore, so might have ruined it for the air component at Diego Garcia. Okay, we got those guys back. That is going to be the hostiles. Sacramento's probably in the... who's that? Yeah, this is a Sacramento, very large, versus the Adams-class destroyer that was with her. This guy's still up, and he's trying to close us. He's within harpoon range, just about. You know what? We're gonna launch our strike against that survivor, 'cause they might have something that can harm us. These guys don't, so not a big deal. We can wait it out. So yeah, we'll hopefully have the range for that. We'll see. We'll get it. We'll pick this up when we're over there to bomb them. All right, these guys are on their way to attack the destroyer. See if we could even put up a fight. Oh my goodness, the stern is like submerged. Jeez. Desron 15. I think those are the guys out in Japan. Alright, so far so good. No missile launches, not really trying to maneuver to open up. I'm just worried maybe if any of the Sea guns work. No missiles yet. Oh, 5-inch works. 5-inch works. Nice. Oh, brilliant. Good. Both planes are alive too. Very nice. Yeah, that thing got smashed. Okay, well, we also have our ASW helicopters up now, so they're both going to the last known position of the submarine up there. I can't remember what class it was. We got one with the torpedoes and then one with the sonobuoys. Don't know why this strike group's turning around. There we go. It's kind of weird. Alright, so now we can launch against these two guys. Ooh, this one's dead in the water. Okay. This guy hasn't reduced speed at all. Just taking the hits on the chin. Jeez. Anyways, we'll probably take a look once we got our other fighters on the way. They're gonna get armed up and then sortie for these two vessels. Should take them out with just 2 bombs each, I think. And I'm excited to get these guys on station so we can kill that submarine. Oh, Sturgeon class, that's what it was. And then we can go ahead and maneuver our own submarine to get some Wakehomer kills. It's going to be a long one for them to traverse that far, but they can go flank because they're not going to be prosecuted by any ASW assets at this point, I think. Okay, we are inbound. The 2-ship that I've sent out is now split up, so one's going to go attack that ship out there, and one's going to attack the Kilauea over here. Obviously, Kilauea is far more dangerous. It's got Sea Whiz, it's got some 76 guns right here, another pair over here. So we'll see how that goes. Oh, the guns are engaging. Whoa, jeez. They're still alive, they're still engaging. What do we got over here? Whoa. Man. That's amazing if these guys take those 2 bomb hits. Well, that's pretty good. We've been pretty successful with these air raids so far after losing a couple. I think that Knox was just was a tough one. This little dude's probably getting a little too close. Let's pull him back. Oh, we are insane. What are we doing? We're getting too close, pal. Come on. Oh, that is crazy. Okay, well, next phase is gonna... Oh, actually, I pulled these guys away because they were actually getting too close to Kilauea, and I was really worried that gun would start to engage them. We can go ahead and maneuver them back on track. Got K-184 coming down as well, and then we'll see when we're in the theater or in the region here that we can repick them up somewhere along this line, unless they circled back again, but we'll take a look. Okay, well, it didn't take long. The first buoy picked him up, so now we've got our hunter dropping one there. It's going to drop one down here, probably one to the stern of him in case this guy starts to maneuver, one off to the side, and then the killer here with the 2 torpedoes is going to move in for the kill. We'll have them come around first, go stern like that. And it's going to take some time to figure out exactly where this person's at. Or submarine, I should say, not person. Right now, the K-184 was pointing this area just to try and track it, but now I've decided, well, we'll kind of circumvent everything and then head out this way really deep. Once this submarine is killed, though, we can go ahead and bring the speed up all the way to flank and haul ass down there, and then kind of sit in an intercept position where we can launch wakehomers at the 2 target vessels here. We've got another strike set up here to go ahead and bomb Kilauea, so we'll set them on their way. I think both aircraft are up. Let's see. Yep, they should be up. So they'll head out towards Kilauea, finish her off. She's gone dead in the water now. That looks like the fire's out. She was engulfed in flames. So she suffered a couple bomb hits that were quite devastating. 2 jets dropping bombs is going to be overkill, I think. We don't want to use these jets against the group up here because that Adams class has missiles, and they were good enough to shoot down supersonic missiles. They're definitely going to slaughter these yaks, so we're not going to use them just like that. Been having to be careful about this MPA helicopter getting too close to either the Kilauea, which I don't think matters now, but more so the Adams class up here. Alright, let's see how this plays out. Let's speed it up. Get more buoys in the water. Right, get that ovals getting smaller and smaller. Gonna drop it there. Gonna drop it there. Kind of just trying to trap the submarine so that I can cover any way that they're trying to run away from. Cover any direction. Okay, Sturgeon class. Let's go ahead and come up the stern this way. We really want to get a torpedo hit because the flight times and the turnaround times with just this helicopter going back and forth is just taking forever. Eventually she's going to open her bomb bay doors there and drop those torpedoes, or at least drop one of them. Got mile left, there it goes. Doors open. Big torpedo. See how she does. We'll drop another one on this side. Oh, I could see the submarine already. Look at that right there. Kicking out noisemakers, that's fine. Go ahead and try for another engagement on the Sturgeon. Then they can cycle like a shuttle back. It's just going to take forever for them to go and get some more torpedoes, but it is what it is. These guys at least can stay on station for a while, I think. Yeah. 38 more minutes. Alright, make sure he's not overflying any threats, so that's good. Oh, okay, these guys are on station already. Oh, they're going like pretty slow. It's like, come on, man, you gotta commit to bombing that thing. While that's happening, let's watch these torpedoes. It's like the guns have gone silent here. There we go. Whoa. Damn, that was a huge explosion. Radio intercepts indicate the American logistics shuttle force has been destroyed. Camden is now rerouting north at high speed to join the Enterprise carrier group. We will continue to monitor enemy ship communications and report all intercepts. Whoa, crap. That is super neat. Damn, I've never seen one yet. I've heard about it. I've seen screenshots of people having a massive explosion like that. That was awesome. Wow. Alright, so both of these guys are RTB. And then Sturgeon is fighting for her life. Okay, they are changing course. Let's go ahead and go to flank. Try for an intercept here. Okay. Yeah, those torpedoes are kind of off in La La Land now, so... Oh well. Good thing is she's pulling away from... Alright, those torpedoes run out. She's pulling away from the direction that we're going. So I'm happy with that. We're just going to have to wait for the return time here. So I think... Yeah, to waypoint, so 23 minutes, 23 minutes back as well. So good 40 minutes to come around. Oh, and also rearming time and that kind of thing. Okay, these guys are actually coming up this way. "22 knots versus 20 knots here. 21 knots, barely a speed advantage. Sturgeon, though, is still blanketed by our sonobuoys, and yeah, we'll pick this up either when we get more torpedoes down here, or if we get to the intercept point. You can see the advantage of a nuclear submarine over the diesel boats. These guys have a high sustained speed. Submerged bandits. Oh, it's P3. That's the same guy. I wonder why he's periodically up there. He's not firing anything at us, so not too worried about it. This is kind of tricky. I don't know if we want to risk some ships or some airplanes, but we might have to. Hmm. "21 knots, 22 knots. See how this goes." Sturgeon's just kind of hanging around in that. Yeah, we'll pick this up when stuff happens, because we gotta wait for that to come back and get some torpedoes, and we gotta see if this guy's gonna make it. Okay, well, we found a P3. The reason that this came up was, whoa. Oh crap, that was nuts. I ended up launching a cap flight because after that Kilauea attack, remember this big ship that we blew up, the 2 strike aircraft like never made it home because there was only 4 yaks that were left. So yeah, I was really confused by that, and I was seeing some intermittent unknown aircraft flying around here, and so I flew out to it, and apparently it turned out to be the P3. But anyways, we've got that taken care of. I don't know if fighters did come out. I just couldn't see anything in the log of why I lost 2 additional aircraft. So a little frustrating, but I don't know. Sometimes I don't see what's going on because I'm looking at my map and I have it kind of small because I also want to see this. So it's whatever. We still have our hunter killers out here, and now we got the actual torpedo carrier back in the fight. If this doesn't work out, it's okay, because they're just holding this sub up, and eventually we're going to get into Silex range with this guy, and that's definitely going to finish off that submarine, so we won't have any problems. I think the whole flight is RTBing. Yep, that's good. They're out of fuel anyways. This guy is racing to stay ahead of this. There's only about like a knot of speed difference, so just slowly got to get ahead, get within torpedo range, kind of well within torpedo range actually, and then see if we can sink those 2. It's quite the chase. I'm hesitant to throw aircraft at this because it's got Sea Whiz back there, and then it's got the missile up front, which is probably rearmed by now. I don't know how many reloads they have, but they did use a lot of shooting down missiles. This guy's the most dangerous one actually, Adams class over here. Oh, can't do it. Oh well. So yeah, there's a few irons in the fire at the moment. I think we'll do salvo 2 on this guy. Get pretty close and then drop the torpedoes. Okay, kind of get closer. There goes 1, 2. Nice. RTD. Oh, that, you know what? Yeah. I didn't think to adjust the depth. I keep forgetting to do that. Damn. There she is down there. Let's see if they can pick her up. Well, looks like they did. Yeah. Oops. Yeah, we're almost in Silex range as well, so not a big deal. This one's looking pretty promising. Alright. Still on track. Yeah, this is a long scenario the way that I'm playing it. I don't know if people are finishing this much faster, but this is video 2, and this is a... there we go. Get hit. What are we doing? It's like, hit the damn thing. Okay, that's good. Alright, propulsion stopped. That's a good sign. Sweet. Yeah, I was going to say, this is a pretty long scenario because this is part 2, and we've already done like an hour-long video beforehand, which was kind of sad because we didn't kill a lot of things at the first part of the video, or the first video. Killed those guys down there. This one killed this group up here, which is nice in this video. Finally got that submarine. He still might be alive. It's not making... His props aren't working, so that's good. And I think our torpedo might be looking at him again. Yeah. So the second torpedo's inbound. Almost looks like he's going to begin to flounder soon. Maybe the flooding's beginning to get a little too heavy. Yeah, beautiful models in this game. There we go. It's almost the same spot. Nice. There we go. Yep, she's dead. Great job. Holy cow. So, yeah, you know, we're gonna pick this up when this intercept's over. We'll see how long it takes. Let's mark the clock here. So it's 1:28 local time in the afternoon. See how long it takes. Oh, actually, you know what? How far are we off from this thing? We're out past harpoon range, right on the kind of edge. It might be risky to come running in to get a Silex shot. Basically, have to go to like, what, 30 nautical miles? 27 nautical miles? Yeah, 27. Yeah. Now, we'll stay the course. We'll pick this up when this guy's in intercept range, and we'll finally get a nice submarine on surface target kill for the series. It'll be our first one in this campaign. Alright, through a lot of running, we've closed the gap now to 5 nautical miles, about 5 nautical miles. With the help of this helicopter, we've been using the radar to get an accurate picture of the speeds and stuff and the distances that we have. Strike group's now turning up towards them, but they're capped by like 19 knots. These guys are going 21 knots. This guy's going 22 knots. Did a couple of pickups to rescue some people from the Sturgeon and the Kilauea, but ultimately we're going to have to leave the rest behind. We did our best, and we need to try to do a surface attack. Single shot, I think, will be good for now. So his Mark 46 torpedo should be a 4 nautical mile range now. I think they adjusted the range, sadly, so that's what we'll have to deal with. It's better. It's good news for us, I guess. The ASRock, what was their ASRock range? I think that's 6 nautical miles, is it? Yep, 6 nautical miles. So we're going to keep chasing them, though, because if we score a hit here, Adams is done, and then that's just going to leave us wide open for the inevitable kill of Sacramento. We're just going to have to chase her down 1 knot, with 1 knot of speed difference, but that's okay. Yeah, I wonder if she can go a little faster if this stuff was smoothed over. Alright, let's see how this torpedo does. They are going pretty much like high speed, so I hope the wake is strong enough that this torpedo will detect it. And Oh, okay. We're getting close now. Are we gonna get the wake? Yep. Zigzagging along the wake, you can kind of imagine where that wake is. That's really neat. Just bouncing along that wake. Adam's not reacting, not trying to counterfire or anything. They're going full speed, so they don't know what's about to happen to them. Torpedo's getting really close now. See, what I've been doing is pulling out waypoint, kind of get that lead intercept to close the distance. So close. Ooh, man, love to see it. Oh. Oh, yeah, she's done now. This is not, if you're on the Sacramento, well, I guess the Camden, this is not what you're going to want to see. Whoa. Damn, she's still alive? What the hell? Let's take a look. Oh, her propulsion's out and she's got a big hole there on the stern and she's floating pretty rapidly now. That stern's gonna get low in the water, I think. Damn, that was harsh. Okay, well, let's try for, well, I don't know if the Adams, oh, look at this guy. They're definitely fighting to not sink, but it's inevitable. Oh, jeez. My goodness. How are they not dead? Look, the bow is coming out. Look at that. There it is. Well, we're definitely not going to stop and rescue these guys because we need to go and get that other ship over there. And we'll pick it up when we close them some more, because I really don't want to take a pop shot now, because I don't know if the wake, the residue like wake from the Adams is still present, and it's going to cut off our torpedo and we'll waste one. So okay, once again we are bouncing along the wake towards the Sacramento class, the USS Camden, which is what our primary target was for this whole mission, and we've gone and sunk basically everything else before finishing off this one as the last target. At least I think I did. I don't know if there's any outstanding ships out there for the U.S. Navy side, but I doubt it because we haven't been shot at anymore. There's no real radar threats, no ESM stuff to pick up. We've had an occasional P3s and stuff come up and we've shot them down, so not too bad. It's kind of funny that this is actually the last kill, if it happens. You can see when you're firing this thing at max range, you got to keep in mind like how much zigzagging is going to go into the wake guidance, because it's going to have to hit the edge of that side of the wake, hit the other edge, and keep going towards the contact. Eventually it picks up the screw and it's going to rapidly turn towards it and just go beeline it towards the stern and blow up. But until then, you're wasting a lot of speed or a lot of fuel. Alright, let's speed this up, bouncing back and forth, still hasn't seen the ship. Sacramento is not responding. Or Camden, I keep saying Sacramento. It's actually, was it the Camden? No, it was a USNS Supply. Eventually, like, these ships used to be in the Navy in the era of the game, but they got turned over to the USNS. And there's one called the USNS Supply, which is funny they call a supply ship the Supply as the name. However, they got in a collision not too long ago with a destroyer. The destroyer had some steering gear failure, and how is she doing? One prop's going, so she's going to slow down. That's good. Damn. I was on the port side, and there's video out there, so if you guys want to see it, it's just the USNS Supply collision. Can't quite remember the destroyer name anymore, but they were on the port side here. They were doing a connected replenishment on the starboard side as well. The vessel or the destroyer on the port side came along and just cuts right in, kind of slams around here, and there's like a puncture wound from the bow cutting into that thing. And that was pretty nuts, but they both, thankfully, like nobody got injured as far as I know. It could have been way, way worse. But yeah, they both sailed to, I think, Puerto Rico after that for some repairs. And of course, the captain of the DDG got relieved because Navy doesn't like it when you crash multi-billion-dollar assets into other assets. Go figure. Slowing down to 10 knots. Let's see how slow she's going. She stays up on a speed. Or is she going to go dead in the water? Either way, that works out for us. Okay, looks like it's stabling up on 6.5 now, so just one shaft is going. The other one's been disabled by our fire. We can go ahead and, I guess, come up to shallow. It doesn't really matter, does it? Periscope depth even. Whoa. Was not expecting the torpedo to do that. See where it pops up at. Yeah, really far out. Wow, jeez. Hopefully this is it. It's like, my goodness. This is a big... What's the warhead on this thing? This is a big torpedo. Oh, they don't say. Go figure. But, it's inevitable now. This ship was a tough nut to crack in this scenario. Holy cow, it was, thought it was some other set of ships that initially, because we had these guys pop up in the first video. So I was like, okay, that's them. That's kind of in that area that the intelligence said that they would be. Shoot at them, sink them. Nope, no Camden. Eventually I see some high-speed contacts, two of them coming in sort of this direction. And I'm like, okay, that must be it. And this submarine was actually way over here. And we ended up firing all their missiles at her. And her escort, the Adams class, every single one of those missiles was shot down. Every single one. And after that, I was kind of tied up with... I couldn't get this submarine to get out here until we destroyed another submarine that was nearby. A U.S. submarine. That took a while. Eventually, we were able to sneak away. Ooh, there we go. Radio intercepts show the USS Camden is burning and sinking. Enemy forces are abandoning the ship and requesting rescue from Diego Garcia. We assess that the American forces from Diego Garcia are routing northwest to directly join the Enterprise group. We will continue to monitor enemy communications and report all intercepts. Primary objective has been completed. You may choose to disengage at this time by exiting mission or continue to attack enemy forces. Resupply is not available to our forces after this mission. Oof, okay. Ooh, our proficiency is ultra. I wonder how this, what this does with our crew. Is it just for show, or do they actually do things better? Okay, victory. All the logistics units have been destroyed. This will significantly affect the capability of the Enterprise Air Wing to conduct operations against us as we move north towards India. Excellent work, Commander. So, I think actually killing all those other supply ships must have helped us going into this next mission now. Man, that is freaking sweet. Here we go. Yeah, we lost 4 yaks. Freaking A. I feel like we're going to need them if we're going against the carrier in the next mission, I think. Ah, crap. I honestly don't know how those 2 after the Kilauea sinking were downed. I don't know what happened. Plus side is we didn't lose any helicopters. And our Cashin class survived, which is amazing. That thing ate 2 harpoons. I thought they were done. At one point, the whole ship was on fire. So, we did pretty good. Destroyed all this stuff here. Not bad. Yeah, it was an optional thing, I guess, to destroy the logistics shuttle ships. Cool. So, alright, let's see here. What we got? I don't know how I would have done this differently. I think probably the biggest fear at first is the aircraft coming from Diego Garcia. So we got to get our cap up and disrupt them as much as possible. There's F4s, which are better fighters than the Yaks, obviously. To help our submarine out, I think we got some of our Yaks to try and actively go after the SH2s that were up and about to try to stop them from targeting our submarine. Once those guys were clear, even in between when the Yaks couldn't get to the helicopters, we were just monitoring the helicopters for their turnarounds, because sometimes they'd have to go and refuel, and then we'd maneuver the sub to get away a little bit further, and then ultimately putting the helicopters over the Sturgeon, killing it with a torpedo, absolutely freed us up to get away as fast as possible and use that submarine to go after the Sacramento and the Adams. You see how far the chase was to get up there and go get them. But got everything done. I think the other thing was just monitoring unknown aircraft to make sure that they're out of 65 nautical mile range. If they are going slow, think about the typical P3 speeds or the S3 Viking speeds. If something's going 700 knots and it's closing under 65 nautical miles, you likely don't have to worry about that being a harpoon launcher. Most of the jets, maybe all of the jets in this game, the harpoon shooters are subsonic aircraft, so keep those ones at bay if you can help it with their yak complement. Don't go after warships with the yaks. It's pretty dangerous. Obviously, we lost 2 to the Nox, which is not even that great of a vessel. And then, of course, we lost 2 after the Kilauea. Don't know what happened there. I'm not sure who got the shoot down. It didn't even say in the log, so I just don't know what happened. Maybe they crashed. It was just really strange. But yeah, I would say use all your assets. Going against the Sacramento there, we were trying to piecemeal it with 2 per vessel, and that was not enough, so I think you'd have to do 4 per vessel. Well, actually, that's what we did in the second salvo. We did 4 missiles towards the Sacramento alone. 1 was shot down, and then the other tried to divvy off itself to go after the Adams class, and just 2 went to the Sacramento, and then that salvo was fully shot down as well. But at least we have wake-homing torpedoes that don't quit. We got to be careful that we don't actually run into this submarine, or the ship over here that's turning into a submarine, I should say. That's interesting. There's no... There's like no fire, there's no life rafts or anything. Interesting. It's just sinking. Cool. But yeah, this was the Chagos Gambit, and this is the 4th mission now on the linear campaign that came out for the Molniya strike group, which is rapidly becoming my favorite set of missions. The Persistence is really neat. If you've never played the series yet, I implore you to go play it, because the weapons count, the aircraft count, the damage state of the ships is persistent, and what you do in scenarios against enemy ships like we saw here, going after the second merchant group or supply group, will impact what happens in the next mission. So they're saying that the strike group won't be able to strike as much as it would have, I guess, if it had these other supplies getting to it. So instead of just going after the primary target, make sure you're working your best to go after these guys. And these guys weren't that hard, just one knocks. Sure, 2020's hindsight. I probably would have done this without using aircraft and save the aircraft to go for that. But the trade-off is I was using the what missiles were those? The SSN-3s to go after this group here, which were, Sprints is, I wouldn't say it's like the greatest ship, but it's also not too bad there. We got the harpoons, and that would have been the main worry for us there. And of course another Nox class, which is nothing. Yeah, it's, there's different ways to use your missiles, and you kind of just got to go with the information you have at hand. I didn't know what those ships were when I was going after them at first, so I like to shoot at weapon. At least I try to shoot at hostiles pretty quickly, and once I get information that I think is valid for them, I try to send missiles to them, because you want to be the first person to shoot. You want to shoot a large enough salvo that you can get through, and we didn't do that up there. We did that down here, so it's not too bad. Anyways, if you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. Get to them as soon as possible, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.